Hello all, March 23rd, 2012. A lot's been going on in the oil news, mostly about Saudi Arabia. But before we get to that, let's head over to the Brent Crude and see what it's doing. Okay, this was the last video we saw, and it was about 123.3. Now, shall we go see what it's done since then? Okay, so it started out at 123. Went up to about here and just sort of floated along, went back down to 123, then came up almost to 124, and then began its skyrocket up to 125.55, and then it sort of floated down all the way to 125. All right, again, we're basing 120 as being anything above that is a problem. This is definitely a problem. Okay, this is into the extreme, EX for extreme. We're down to 125, but it's following the stock market today, which seems to be a little bit more up than down, so find out. All right, let's go find out what's happening on the bay with the barges, the oil barges, that is. Seem to be about 4 today. Okay, let's go down and check gasoline prices.
Cheap gas station, expensive gas station.
Gasoline prices. Now that we're seeing Brent Crude skyrocket once again, will gasoline prices start to rise as well? I just wanted to quickly show you the color in these poppies. Let's see, there's my hand right there. Look at the color in those. Those are amazing. Okay, it's time to talk about Saudi Arabia again. And I know I have a large audience from Saudi Arabia. I appreciate you guys coming by. I've finally found out Saudi Arabia in 2005 was asked to bump up their oil, to just bump up their oil. They said that they will bump it up to 12,000 barrels per day. That has never happened. Now, how much have they actually bumped it up to? It depends, because as we talked about in our last video, there's different types of oil, and Saudi Arabia tends to throw all the oil into the same pot. It turns out that Saudi Arabia never bumped up their oil much at all. Well, Saudi Arabia has been caught doing something else. They've been adding a lot of water to their oil. That has to tell you something. They're not able to bump it up, and they're adding more other stuff to it. They're adding more water to it, and including really bad quality oil, which can't be converted to gasoline. Okay, it's very windy today, so I did want to show you these batch of flowers here. So we're starting to write some articles. So go check out our articles on our article page. Also, I'm doing a new series of videos about just news, articles that you don't normally hear about. I just finished one yesterday. You'll have to go see it out, go check it out, about Fukushima and the earthquake debris that's floating over to California. Now, one other question for you guys. My audience is mostly now about 2/5 other than the U.S., and I'm based in the U.S. Okay, I'm just trying to get us out of the wind. It's been pretty bad. Beautiful day, but lots of wind. I know why my audience is 2/5 from other countries like Australia, the UK, Belgium, Norway, Sweden, Argentina, Chile, Canada. I understand that. I asked 5 people that I know some questions, and I was just blown away by the answers. The reason I bring this up is because we've lost our education system so badly. And I was going to ask you guys, how's education in your countries? It must still be okay. I first of all asked, had they heard about HR 347? And the reason I asked that is because there's been no protest at all in this country at all. It's as if it happened out of nowhere. And then I asked who the governor of California was. And I'm in California, the U.S. Only 1 out of 5 could tell me who the governor of California was. Oh, by the way, nobody knew about what HR 347 was about. And then I went ahead and I just, for the hell of it, I asked. I told them a story about someone who couldn't tell me how many states there were in the U.S. And do you know, out of 5 people, only 1 gave me the correct answer? Our education system was dismantled. It started during the Ronald Reagan era and has been consistently dismantled ever since. Same with healthcare. Let me ask you one other question. Do you guys believe that universal healthcare is a right, no matter where you live? Do you think that all of our countries should, instead of spending money on war, and killing, and bombs, and all this crazy shit, shouldn't we spend the money on healthcare? If you agree with that, just push the thumbs up button and then we'll just see how many people agree with universal health care. If there's no thumbs up, that just means that nobody agrees with it and it's just some loony thing that it's in my mind. The clothing that we have found is, you know, you should at least go look at it. It's environmental clothing. How many stores do you know sell organic cotton clothing? Okay, you go to Pink Barrio, you scroll over here, something to wear. Look what you'll find. Men's organic cotton long sleeve shirts, men's organic cotton short sleeve shirts, women's organic cotton short sleeve V-neck t-shirts, supporting the 99%. One more item before we go. A lot of people will give me private messages and only a few give me public messages, and one of those is Mark. I appreciate it, Mark, and I think everybody should go read his last post on Pink Barrio. It's about how the economy is going in his part of Europe. And again, thanks for all your comments. And until next time.